Un abrazo a todos los que aman la lucha libre. A todos los que nos están viendo aquí en Lucha Libre Global, Facebook, Instagram y YouTube. Tenemos por aquí a Mr. Bravolix. Is here. Y tenemos como invitada a más y a menos que a Mariah. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you, Mariah Moreno. That's correct?
Correct. Yes.
Moreno sounds a little bit like Latin. Do you have any Latin roots?
Yes, I do. My family are from Zacatecas and Michoacan, Mexico.
Okay, that's why when I saw Moreno, I say, this sounds a little bit Latin. As Benson 9014 is here, I was watching your Instagram. I said semi-retired wrestler. Why are you semi-retired?
Well, I mean, in professional wrestling, I could say, or I can admit, although some people that retire don't want to, but you never leave wrestling. Like your legacy goes on, and being the first transgender wrestler in the entire world. um, I get asked to come back for appearances. I get asked to do things often. I say no to a lot of them only because I work. I have a full-time job and I have to take care of myself. So that's why it's semi-retired, because I will make appearances, I will pop up here and there, and I don't mind getting in the ring. I just can't commit to it long term. So it's semi,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Cyro Kirken is here. Gordon Tiger 0512 is here. How many years have you been a wrestler so far?
Well, I'm gonna say a solid 15. I started in 2007 as a valet.
Okay.
And then while I was a valet, I was being trained by Little Cholo at WPW, just for a little while. I didn't do it much because I wasn't committed yet, right? And then in 2008, I found the Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy that was pretty local to where I lived. So I ended up signing up there, and then I made my debut as a in-ring performer in 2009.
Okay. So when little kids, little children come to you, say, "Hey, I want a photo. I want your autograph. I want to be just like you. I want to be a wrestler." How Mariah feels.
I mean, like everyone, it feels incredible. It's a great feeling to have people look up to you and admire you, just for performing. They don't know anything about us in our personal
Mhm.
lives, but as a performer, it feels great to have people come up and let us know, or let me know that they want to be like me. And then, given that I'm a trans performer, it does mean a lot, a lot, a
Mhm.
lot. It
Mhm.
has a very soft spot in my heart.
Yeah. Justin Pittman 420. There are many places in the world that they don't respect the transgender person, but I think we are all human beings. We are supposed to love everybody. So please stop hating, stop searching people. People are people. People have hearts, people have feelings. That's the only thing I want to say right now. I admire you for that, and it's great to have a transgender. I have known a lot of transgender that are wrestler, and it's good. It's good that you can transcend into wrestling to heel or face.
Both.
Oh my
It
God.
depends. Yeah, it depends. It depends on my mood. It depends on my mood.
Mm,
I love being a face. I really do. I enjoy being a face, but I mean, being a heel is the most fun. You know,
yeah,
being
yeah,
a
I love
heel has to
heel.
be the most fun.
Yeah. So if you could have a dream match before you retire completely from wrestling, with whom you would like it to be?
That's a hard one. I have to say, I have to. Typically someone would pick someone in WWE,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna go with someone who is a friend of mine. who I've known for a long time and who has reached stardom, pretty much surpassed what I've done in the business. She's also a trans wrestler, and I mean, she is now my inspiration, right? I have to say Nyla Rose. I gotten to
Okay.
wrestle Nyla Rose once before in New York, but I would like to run that back and go heads up with her one more time. So that would definitely be my dream match.
That day, who wins, you or her?
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
okay.
I mean,
Okay, you don't have to
you know.
say anything else. She's a great wrestler indeed. She's very successful right now. So, any titles that you won on all these years being a wrestler?
Oh my God, yes. I've won more than 10 titles. I am the first trans woman to hold the championship. Um to hold a male championship as well. Um the first championship that I won, I can't remember if it was the World Wild Women's Championship, and then I also won the NTLL, the New Tradition Lucha Libre Women's
Oh,
Championship
wow.
as well. And I think those were like back to back. And then soon after that, well, during that time, I was wrestling as Amanda. Um, it was a face gimmick, but it was very comedic. It was nothing but fun and
Okay.
jokes, right? If you think about the name A Man, duh, um, it was
Mm-hmm,
nothing but fun and jokes in that
mm-hmm,
ring.
mm-hmm.
And then when I was approached to become the AWA Continental Champion, which is a men's title, I wanted to be taken more serious because I'm going to be in the ring with men who take their
Mm-hmm.
careers serious. And
Mm-hmm.
um, I changed my whole gimmick, my persona, and I just started going by Mariah Moreno.
Okay. So I really hope someday somebody, some promoter can make a title for the transgender people. It would be great to have a transgender champion. It doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, but that would be great to all
Yeah.
the
Yep.
transgender people that are in the wrestling business because they deserve, okay, you can win a woman's title, you can win a men's title, but it would be great if you can have a transgender title championship.
Yes. There is one, but it doesn't belong to a wrestling company. It's a transgender wrestler who created this championship, which is a really
Okay.
nice championship. Um, but I have to say that there's no prestige to it because she's the only one that has held that title, right? So it's kind
Okay.
of like me creating a title and then I am keeping it. I'm holding on to it. It's
No.
not being, there's
Hmm.
no prestige given to that title. So it's just kind of just sitting there. It's not floating around like I think it should be.
Yeah.
But there is a really nice title out there that was created that's a representation. And then we have T Boy Wrestling in Los Angeles that I think may be headed towards that direction because they're an all transgender wrestling
Hmm.
company. So I do see a transgender championship. I do see more popping up, and some that are going to be taken ultra serious, where they're going to be floating around, and you're going to see it passed on to from trans to trans in actual wrestling
Hmm.
combat. So that's pretty cool. And and I'm going to say 15, 20 years ago, that was impossible, right?
Hmm.
That was something that I would have conversations with people about that, hey, this would be cool, right? One day this would be really awesome, maybe, you never know. Um, but here we are fast forwarding to today is now there's so many trans women that it makes sense now to have a transgender championship floating around. Because before there was very little of us. It was probably like less than seven, and everyone lived in different parts of the world. Like
Okay.
we weren't really in the same country. It was just me and Nyla for a very long time.
Wow.
Um, so it makes sense for it to happen now. It's more realistic.
We need it. We need it. If you have a list of transgender wrestlers, you can send it to me because I would love to interview the transgender kind of wrestling because they need respect. They need to
Yes.
be known around the world. They need to be known for everybody because sometimes they only know the exoticos from Mexico, and what they know is that they only like to, kiss their opponent, touch the asses, kiss the referee, and people think that the los exóticos they are funny, they're like clowns, and I think that they deserve respect. But if they love that, what can we do? But
You
I
know
think
what?
it's not. Uh,
They do have respect. When you think exóticos, you think Casandro, you think Pimpinela,
okay,
you
yeah.
think some of the most traveled wrestlers in the world,
Hmm.
and they are very much respected. Um, I do wish and I do hope that in the near future, large or like bigger companies like WWE will give them the opportunity to showcase, not just as a
Yeah.
one-time thing or a
Hmm.
promotional cross-branding type thing. I want to see WWE sign one of these exoticos to a long-term deal and give them some TV time. And yeah, if the kissing and the whole funny part, the comedic part of it, um, that's perfect. I think that's fun. I think it would work,
No, I love, I
only
love.
because that's historic, right? That's historic. That's how it started. That's how it started, and I speak for all the trans women that the exoticos paved the way for all of us to be accepted in this environment. Because if it wasn't for the LGBTQ plus wrestlers, we wouldn't have been given opportunity. I know I wouldn't have been given opportunity.
Hmm. And in Mexico, that they are, they don't believe. When women started wrestling, Mexicans didn't like it. But now they love to see these girls matches. They love the exotic wrestlers. So everything has been so cool. I hope someday people can accept the transgender race too, because we all need a space here. So send me a list of transgender people that you
Okay.
meet. And okay, somebody want to contact you using the social media. How can they do it?
They can contact me on Instagram. I don't have an email anymore because every time I get an email, they bombard it with crazy stuff,
Yeah,
and
that's
that
right.
takes too much of my time. Um, so I would say here on Instagram, Bloodthirsty Vixen. You can also reach out to me on Facebook, Bloodthirsty Vixen, or just Mariah Moreno. Um, I do reply. Sometimes I don't reply right away, but I do reply. I do take time out of my day to try and keep up with messages. And then now I have more time because I'm not wrestling as much, right? So I am working though. I work 50 hours a week.
Wow.
So bear with me, but I do have more time to be able to reply and chop it up with my fans or just people, other wrestlers, people in general, just anyone.
You know why I would love a wrestling company only of transgender people? That would be super.
No, there is one. There is
This
one.
one?
Yeah, in
What's
Los
the name?
Angeles.
Did you know the name?
No, T4T Wrestling.
Okay, can you send me the
T4T
link
Wrestling.
on the message area?
I will send it to you. Yes, the
Okay, okay.
creator of this company is Kid Bandit. I don't know if you know who Kid
Oh,
Bandit is,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. I know, I know.
Yeah, Kid Bandit created this safe space for transgender performers, and she's
Okay,
training a whole bunch of newcomers that are
okay,
fresh faces. She's doing something incredible over there.
okay. Enigma the King is here. So a message for your fans around the world.
I love you guys. I love you guys and I miss you guys. Yeah, I mean, I've missed wrestling. I miss it every day.
But someday you will because you know that you have wrestling in your blood that you can't resist returning to a ring to fight.
Yeah, I cannot. I was at T4T wrestling a couple weeks ago. I had a
Ah.
match. It was, it was fun. Made me want to do it again. So you never know. You never know.
Así que mi gente, Mariah Moreno, M-A-R-I de punto A-H Moreno. Síganla en las redes sociales. Nosotros, Lucha Libre Global, nos pueden seguir en Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Soon Part 2. Maybe when we do the part 2, you will tell me, hey, I have returned to wrestling. Don't forget the link of the wrestling company you told me. And if you have some transgender wrestler, please send me the link. Contact them because I'm going to write them. So contact them. Say, hey, I give your link to somebody in Puerto Rico. He want to make an interview. So thank you, Mariah. Hope you have the best of the best. Hope to see you again on the ring. I hope from Puerto Rico. Have a nice day.
You too, baby. Bye.
Thank you.